Hey, you are watching Half Asian Tarot Queen. You can hear the birds singing. Oh my gosh. I did the split and I got Page of Wands and the Ten of Swords. So it's good news that's maybe leading to an end of suffering. It looks pretty harsh, but it's, I think, actually a good thing. The harsh part might be ending. So okay, so we're gonna keep pulling cards, and we're gonna get some overall energies for. I just woke up. Sorry, I'm reading. Let's see where we're at. It did feel to me yesterday like there was like a lot of, oh my gosh, shift that was happening. Okay, so we got death. So a change. Oh my gosh. A change happening. We got the Queen of Pentacles, and there was a reading where she was like one of the overall energies, and it was not that long ago. I'm gonna link it here. I think it was one before. Well, anyways, I'm gonna link it here. But in that reading, there was this Queen of Pentacles, and she had this golden opportunity, and there was this golden opportunity. Well, I mean, she has this golden opportunity in her hand, and there was something going on with her, and so this might be an evolution of that story. But like, we also have the Four of Wands, so there's a change happening for this Queen of Pentacles, and like maybe this is going to stabilize things for her, because this is like a card of marriage, family, and stability, and having a really solid foundation. So that might be part of the change that's coming to this person. Oh, okay. So when I pull out the Mystical Shaman, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Blade. This one's been coming out a lot too. So there's like a couple readings where this is coming out, and one of them was called Love is the Way, which I'm going to put here, and it was all about how love is the truth, and the truth is love, and love is the way. Okay. Oh my gosh. So at the bottom we have the staff, and the staff is like, to me, it like always makes me think of this reading about parting the Red Seas, and like having the power to like, you know, discern from guidance how to like move through an impossible situation. It's so crazy that this is coming out, because like I totally brought this up the other day. So like I've been going through all this really crazy stuff because I've been taking care of my mom with dementia, and it's a super abusive situation for me personally, but like all these miracles like always happen to like make it possible for me. And so like, just to give like an illustration, so for example, so my mom, we have a couple of caregivers, but it's been really hard because my mom doesn't speak English, or she forgot how, and so she doesn't, it's really hard for her to take to the caregivers, and so they can help me and stuff, but I can't really leave her alone with them. So like I haven't had any time to myself for like over 2 years, and it's like, you know, being around someone with dementia like all the time, it's really intense. And so anyways, we had these issues because like one of the caregivers like fell, and she's out, and she hurt herself, and then the other caregiver, like, she's gonna have a baby, so her hours are reduced. So I'm like, oh my gosh, like we have nobody. And like, it was so crazy. Like they sent this woman to the house, and it was just like completely random, but she like used to live in Japan and happens to speak Japanese, and she also used to live in this town, which nobody's even heard of unless you live in California, that we lived in when I was a kid, called Vacaville. And I'm just like, what? Like, we live in, like, I mean, it's not that big of a town. So, like, just to have those two coincidences and one person is just like, oh my gosh, this is like a sign from the universe. And then, like, our washing machine broke down, and I'm taking the clothes to the laundry, and like I'm like ready to cry because, like, you know, we're shorthanded, and like I am super stressed out because my work is like overwhelming me, and like the washing machine's broken down, and like I'm at the laundromat, and this girl like taps me on the shoulder, and these like 3 girls that are in high school are like, we just wanted to bless you today for like no reason. And they just were like, they gave me a handful of quarters and like laundry detergent, and I'm just like, what? Like, that is the staff. When just like the universe is like helping you move through the impossible, you know. So anyways, the truth is coming out in alignment with timing, like in alignment with the moon here. And we have the middle world, which is 3-dimensional reality. And interestingly, like, so there's this bubble of 3-dimensional reality where we all live, you know, and there's like spiritual influences that are influencing it. And but like there's these birds, which the birds represent the truth, and they're flying in the bubble. So like the truth is coming out in 3-dimensional reality, and this is what's causing the impossible to part ways and allow this like transformation to happen, maybe for this Queen of Pentacles. And interestingly, underneath that we have the rainbow, which came out in the reading that I just did, which I'll link here. And you know, it's just sort of like when you're in alignment with all that is and with your chakras, like the wind is at your back, the universe will support you on your journey. So it's a good sign. Okay, I'm going to Intuitive Night Goddess Tarot, and we're going to pick some more cards. But this is good. Like, there's been this gradual shift in energy from like complete like oppression, destruction, death, you know, to like the truth is starting to come out and starting to shift reality, which is kind of like, I think, where this reading is. Oh my gosh, interesting. Okay. Oh my gosh, so we have the 10 of Pentacles at the bottom. So this is like, this is a really solid foundation. This is like generational wealth. Like, this is having it all, you know. We have the 8 of Pentacles. So someone who's like hardworking, industrious, can get things done. We have conflict. So like there's a conflict maybe over the stability. However, like, what I think is that this hardworking person has some good stuff coming their way, you know, and they have this stability. I mean, this hardworking person might even be this Queen of Pentacles, because we got this 4 of Wands. But there's conflict. Like, there's someone who like might not want that to happen for this person. Like, so again, relating everything to the Ukraine crisis, it's like, I mentioned this in a previous reading, like Ukraine was starting to become independent from Russia. And on the day that Russia invaded, like, they were scheduled to do a test where they were going to remove themselves from the energy grid of Russia for 3 days to test their energy independence. And that was the day that like Russia invaded. So, I mean, Ukraine was being super industrious, and this was like, it really upset Vladimir Putin. So he's like, "Rawr! No, you will not be independent," you know? But, I mean, the truth of the matter is that they are stable and they are independent, you know, whether he likes it or not. So, all these people, their tribe, it's almost like the attack caused the tribe to come out, you know, because now Ukraine has all this support internationally, and they've like elevated themselves to the world stage, you know, ironically, because of this aggressive conflict. And when I just pulled out the Everyday Tarot, when I split the deck, we got the Death again, and we got Lies, Deception. So this lie, this deceptive energy, it's changing because the truth is coming out in three-dimensional reality, and it's bringing together the Truth Tribe towards this common cause. It's like uniting them. And I'm gonna pull some more cards from Everyday Tarot, see if I can get some more energy. But this is really interesting. It's like allowing them to rise above the impossible. It's really interesting too, because these just fell out, the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords. So it's like the end of suffering and the end of this burden. It's like it wasn't even their burden. It was just like this unjust, crazy, like, sense of entitlement that was like oppressing them, you know? Okay. All right. So the bottom, we got Death again. Like, this thing is changing. Whether you like it or not, it's going to change, you know? But underneath that, we have the Five of Wands again, too. So it's like, it's going to require a fight. Like, because, yeah, like I've been saying, you know, there's like these two camps, like the folks that have done the inner work and are in alignment with the truth and are ready for the change. And there are folks that are like not, you know, and they're not going to like it. But we have victory to the folks that are tapped in to the Truth Tribe. But it's going to require boundaries, because like I said, there's some folks who don't want things to change, and they're going to resist it, and they're going to attack. And it's happening. It's happening on the ground in Ukraine, and that's kind of like part of the journey, you know. It's like you have to defend yourself, and you have to stand up for yourself and for what you deserve, you know. Okay, so these two just came out. So we got Fear and we got Faith. Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. It's like, don't be overcome by fear. You have to like become the master of your emotions, and you have to keep the faith to move through all of this conflict towards the new beginning. Surrender. Keep the faith. It's happening in slow motion. That's also a reading.